Now, go.
Wait, what do you mean you're basically with a cat? Hi, everyone! Welcome to Desis and Dragons! Hi!
Hello!
Welcome to our live show, where we're playing our Everyone campaign, episode 9 of the Broken 12! My name's Indrani, I'm your DM, and here are our lovely players, starting off with Alika.
Hello, I'm playing Medu de Badalis, the human fighter with the most amazing pet in the whole wide world, Cosmo.
Yes. Yeah. And the man who keeps our gears spinning, Shubham.
Hello, my name is Shivam and I'll be playing Pewter, the Warforged monk. I have a memory issue, but everything else is great. I still need to tell you guys about the burning orphanage. So it starts with basically... No?
And we cut to it too in the...
Okay.
Yeah, well, he mutes himself. Next we have our lovely, last but not least, Indrani.
Hello, everybody. My name is Indrani. I will be playing Talvar the Forge Cleric, who is also responsible for making sure that Pewter does not, in fact, tell you stories of orphanages burning. I will get on that right away.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, now that we've had our announcements and all that's on the way, we also we have a few announcements we want to say. First of all, we have one of our cast friendship videos. Episode 3 and 5 have gone up this week. But if you haven't seen episode 4, Indrani's going to tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, we interviewed the amazing, lovely, incredible Leona Neelam Maple. You might know her from Twitter. She is an incredible intersectionality consultant. She is South Asian and is just one of the most insightful people I've had the good chance of having a conversation with. We talked about TTRPGs, intersectionality, feminism. We talked about how to write TTRPGs in a manner that is, as Alika put it, cultural appreciation, not appropriation. We had a couple of questions from the server, the Discord server that we are part of. She answered all of those questions. So if you asked her something, an answer to that is in that video. So it's on our channel right now. Go watch it. Yeah. The second announcement is that I got a mic upgrade. And if you can hear that sexy, sexy audio, you're welcome.
Did you just subtly call your own voice sexy?
No, I just call the audio quality sexy.
I see.
Where was it subtle? Where was that subtle?
I call it
anyway?
sexy.
I would say.
There's nothing subtle about it.
So, are you saying it's not sexy?
Yeah,
Whoa.
are you saying my audio quality doesn't?
Personally, as a Warforged, all mortal humanoid voices sound erratic and unpleasant.
Right?
Erotic and unpleasant?
Erratic,
Yeah.
erratic, not erotic.
That is not a good save by any
Oh,
logic,
boy.
but sure.
Totally.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, fair enough. So, with that, you'll notice, now we are down to the lean, mean 3, as we go on to episode 9. As we're about to start, who wants to give a recap? Whose memory banks are feeling full today?
My memory banks are done a massive update because we finally got some long rest. So I can definitely delve into Pewter's memory banks. Unless someone else wants to give it a try, then they're welcome to. No? Okay.
No one does it as well as you do, so
Sure.
please.
Memory log 9. Han, the half-elf wizard, seems to have started growing a shell, a cocoon of a silvery nature over himself. I do not wish to investigate this further as it is disgusting. Felix unfortunately cannot help us as he has job security. This continues to speak to the economic issues that I notice in Eberron. Humanoids seem to have developed an unsustainable system of finance and productivity. Nevertheless, we are going to continue to Droam. And to do this, we are going to ride a bullet. It continues to battle...
Bullet train.
Yes, the bullet train, which is an actual bullet in creature, which also happens to be pregnant. I must repeat, for my own sake, that this baffles me. Why must we risk ourselves the way we do? Wasn't one death enough?
Slightly morbid ending, but that is how it went. Our heroes, our heroes have discovered that the way forward is with Droam, and now they are underneath. They have just figured out what's wrong with the bullet train, which is part of the train company, the underground train company, Bill and Bull. A very Well, I think he's handsome, but outright green kind of look very similar. And they look like insects, so your mileage might vary. He's he was happy to figure out what was actually wrong with Bulette, and also that Bull is actually a girl, which is good news, Mazel Tov. And so he's basically said, "We'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to go whenever you guys are. You just got to we're gonna get some change our diet, fix that out, and then we should be ready to bounce whenever you guys have said your goodbyes." To then when you want to start in the city before you want to go. Otherwise, we're ready to go in an hour? Yeah, an hour sounds about right. Isn't that right, Bull? Meanwhile, your Felix has basically put your wizard friend into not so much a gurney as so much a cart, and has just wheeled him off somewhere safely while he is slowly cocoonifying.
I like that word. We should make it a real thing.
Oh my
Cocoonifying.
god. Cocoonifying.
I'll submit it to the dictionary, Webster's dictionary.
Didn't they just update it?
I'm gonna, as they finally leave our site, Han and Felix, I'm like, "Oh, great guys," and I just turn back and just unload, because that was fucking disgusting. And I'm like, all right, I'm fine, I'm good to go now. But should we really be riding a pregnant Bulette? Thank you.
I pat you on the back and I'll say, listen, I've worked with animals, mage bred maybe, but a lot of animals in my past. It is not a great idea to ride somebody that's about to give birth.
It should
be. It'll be fine. Bill says, waving all two of his arms at the same time. It's fine. Probably.
I need to consult with the person actually going to suffer through this.
Yeah.
Should I just ask?
Could you talk to her?
Yeah, I can. Wait, can I talk to her? What?
How are you planning to talk to her? Oh, you want to do your speak with animal spells?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if I can.
It'll work. It'll work on a Bulette.
Alright, because it says beast and technically monstrosity, but I'm not sure about it.
I say it counts.
Okay. Cool. Well, if you allow it, I will speak to ye old Bulette and hey, so how's it going? How are you feeling? And your pal here wants to take you on a journey with some passengers. We think maybe you might want some time to rest because you have a little bit of work to do.
Yeah. She lumbers over at you and just staring down. She has this big, intimidating voice. Just goes to "Oh, darling, that's so nice of you to be concerned. But don't worry about anything." And just says this it looks like a gentle thing. They was using it as gentle, but it's so big that the wind effect almost pushes you backwards. It's fine. My mother gave birth to me and my six brothers just while on the move and just kept on going. And honestly, that was for the best. Because if she saw us, she might have eaten us. Oh, what a cow. It should be fine. Just make sure he gets me some. Maybe sure to tell him to get me some candy herbs and some pickles. I've just had some real cravings these days. Oh,
sorry,
I think he's kicking.
pickles.
You want to feel he's kicking. Oh, what a kick when he's got 100 legs. Whew.
This is the weirdest conversation I've had.
Are you saying that in common?
Yes, I'm saying that part in common.
I am so she doesn't want us to, right? Because it would be uncomfortable for her.
She wants candy herbs and some other stuff, which I forgot. But she has cravings. But she says she can just give birth and keep going because apparently they eat their kids if they don't, if they see them.
Wait, what if we adopt this baby Bulette? Is that a radical idea?
Wait. Hang on. We already have one beast in the party.
Yeah, but, 4's a party, 5's a riot.
Are we a party now?
Yeah. Bill looks at you, so all right, give me a good offer.
A good offer. I will find the best fucking candied herbs that your little, beautiful, lovely Bulette here will ever have experienced.
That's a good deal. And And he's like saying to the bullet, it's like, that's a good, interesting. Okay, I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied? And he switches back to common, and he is like, that's good written by Leo. Still, it's basically my. She's giving it out, and I have something say in it. I want, what's in it for me?
Well,
Did you not mention a problem in the tunnels that needs taking care of?
Yes.
I suppose we could do that.
right.
You want to go?
Would we not need to do that anyway to travel to Droam?
No, that'll be fine. That's someone else's problem. The fact that there's another bullet somewhere in these tunnels is, it's not really our issue.
Well, bullets are clearly very friendly, as witnessed by the one you have over here. So I don't see why taking down another one would be difficult.
Yeah, we could just offer some candied herbs.
Everyone, give a nature check.
Oh,
To be
boy,
fair,
this
Pewter is not very smart when it comes to understanding that domesticated animals.
This is a low int party all around.
Yeah.
So
But I rolled a 14 on that.
Doesn't Alec have like a D4 bonus to nature check
Yes.
or something?
I do. It was hanging on 18 and then it rolled over.
That's what always
I
happens.
got a 19
extra.
minus 1, so 18.
Ooh.
18? Anyone got higher than 18?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Bullets are very rarely domesticated. The one that you've seen now is domesticated, and that is in itself rare. Most bullets are dangerous predators. And the fact that there's, and you've seen the size of this one. This one's big. Like, okay, you're like, if there is a big one, like, that is a problem for you. That could be a problem for, like, a trained squad. This could take, like, lots of people to actually, like, bring down if it's, like, a problem in the city. It could be, like, right. But on the other hand, hasn't caused any problems yet. You could, like, tell people, if you want to tell the authorities, hey, there's bullets underground that could cause problems, that's great. But then they might find out about this bullet, and thus your underground train might be a problem. You also realize you would need a lot. It's unlikely that you three, even with Cosmo, could take down like a properly raging alpha bullet.
I see.
So just
You think this is fine? You see
Yeah.
domesticating, you're probably good with jelly pickles.
Yeah, I don't see a big deal.
all right. Listen, Bill. Here's what I can do for you.
Mhm.
I will provide you and your bullet with health insurance. Have you heard of it? It's this radical new term that has been floating around, and it's not really
Oh wait, we can't afford. We could never afford health
for
insurance. Like, the
free.
rates are so high.
That's the twist here, is that I will, whenever I am in Sharn, which will be often, right? I live here. This is my home. So whenever I'm in town, you both get free health insurance. Just anything goes wrong, you come to me, I will fix you up without a dime necessary.
Persuasion check.
It's like leaving Sean.
He doesn't know that.
He does know it.
He doesn't know that we probably will come back. Even I don't know that. So 19.
Wow.
Total? All right. He looks at it. You think, oh, that's a good idea. And then like Bull is over and says like, excuse me, she is literally leaving Sean and on us. And you think she's going to come back. Like she's going in an undiscreet way so no one knows she's leaving. She's probably on the run. And Bill just says like, that's a good point. I'm glad you agree with me. I agree to your demands. And Bull is just like shaking.
Lovely. We now are proud owners of an unborn bullet. Right?
Yeah, okay, sure. All right, yeah, sure. They're like, okay, give me an insight check. He's like,
Insight 10.
yeah, he does this like, and he's like, have I been tricked? Bull, have I been tricked? And Bull just does a shrug. It's like, oh well, all right. So
I
be
have a
ready then.
question.
Now. Bring us those jelly pickles, and we'll be ready to go because that was part of the deal.
Yes. Could I perhaps go to a nearby tavern of some sort to find? Would I have to go to an apothecary to find something like this?
Apothecary or the market will probably get it. Like finding it's not going to be that difficult. at this point. This is basically the time where you can decide if there's anything else you want to do in Sean, anyone you want to say goodbye to, any last minute things you want to do.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
you
I
had
need to go get Cosmo.
Yeah. Wait, Cosmo's back at the ranch, right? So we'll go back
Yeah.
there together. So
I'll have to go back then.
yeah, so pick up the herbs, the candied herbs,
Mhm.
and head to the ranch unless Pewter has something.
Question: how are we traveling with Cosmo in an underground tunnel with a bullet?
Don't ask me. I didn't agree to this plan.
Well, out of curiosity, who is Cosmo?
Oh, it's just my did you watch the 8 Winds race recently?
Well, I've been mostly underground, but I heard no one died this year, which,
Yeah, thanks to us.
Oh,
So
okay.
don't tell them we're the reason for the disappointment.
I mean, I lost money on that, so I'm a little disappointed.
It was totally.
Well, I'm sorry, but you should have bet on the underdog because the underdog won.
I did.
That happens to be
I
Cosmo.
get the underdog with each rest. The underdog's the Cosmo, right?
No! The underdog was Cosmo, who's never raced before.
You'll meet the underdog soon enough. He
Yes.
is glorious, if I so say.
He's very fantastic.
Yes. Perfect animal. No offense to your bullet, but just the best.
Oh, so it's a riding beast.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, if you want, we can get a carry-on with wheels, tie him to the back, and have him being pulled along by Bull over here.
I'll ask if that works for him, but let's keep that as an option at least. If you could make the arrangements for that, that would be great.
Yeah. Double thumbs up, and he's like, got it.
Oh, great. Thank you. I'll be off now.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are heading out. You're heading to the ranch directly, Medu, just to head there, get Cosmo ready and all that. You're stopping off to get some herbs and jelly beans. Pewter, anything you want to do, or do you want to follow one of these two?
I will follow Talvar for now. But yeah, I don't want to have anything to do. Yeah.
Is Nogu with us?
Yeah, Nogu's been with you the whole time.
Oh, Nogu's with us?
He stopped he's finally stopped vomiting after seeing the whole Chrysalis situation
Sure.
and crying because he's missing his friends. But he sees you guys, and you're also his friends. So he's feeling good.
Yes, our friends too. Shout out to Rohan. But Nogu should go with Medu, right? So they can both head to the ranch together.
Sure.
Alright.
Come on.
If it's all the same, if you're going to the apothecary and I would like to go with Nogu. So where would you like to go?
Nogu's like, either's fine. I can help with the herbs. I have some knowledge of what's a good herbs to get as part of my druid training. But if Medu doesn't want to be lonely,
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about that. You can go and get the herbs. I'll meet you back here in a couple of hours.
I need to head to the ranch eventually too. I need to tell my mother that I'm leaving. If I don't, she will find me and kill me. So
Wouldn't it be
point.
advisable that we all go to the apothecary and then finally head to the ranch together?
Okay.
right, that makes sense. Why didn't we think of that?
so you're all going to the ranch together and then the apothecary, or are you going to the apothecary first and then
the
ranch?
ranch.
Okay,
Correct.
sounds good. Yeah.
D&D, making things needlessly complicated.
Woohoo.
To be fair, this is an accurate simulation of reality. This is actually how we would plan anything.
We'll be
Anyway.
like, तो मैं यहाँ जाता हूँ, तू-"
Huh.
Just completely accurate. But yes, apothecary first.
Okay, so as you guys are heading off and going off to the apothecary, after a little bit, when you're just distance before you get to the apothecary, Nogu just said, "Hey, I got something confidential thing to tell you guys about that's related to the," and he points at his throat where you guys put the.
Don't point at
is
it.
this
You just
okay? Is this a good time to bring it up, or is if you guys are on the street? There's not many people. You're heading towards the marketplace. You're heading to
let's
the
wait
marketplace.
till
Should
we
I
get
save it
back
for
to the
later?
ranch.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
He nods as you guys are moving, and you guys are heading off to the heading off and going off to an apothecary and to the ranch. You guys can either just like go straight there, or you can just like look around for like the best deal. But there's also a chance you could get swindled. So either you just like go pay whatever the apothecary asks, or you can just like look around and just try and get a good deal with the help of Nobu.
As a healer / cleric / person who deals with herbs and whatnot while making salves for people who are unwell,
Sure.
would I be familiar with where I could find better deals?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Would that
So you
in
could
fact
roll.
give me advantage?
Yes, you have advantage on that with medicine. So if you want to roll a medicine check to find like the proper medicine, if anyone wants to roll for jelly beans / food like pickles, that would be either nature or history, or I guess even like a charisma check if you want to like do it, unless you're trying to steal it, but then you don't know what's good to steal.
I will try to see if there is. I basically want to see if I notice more Warforged around while we are walking around these different paths.
Yeah.
Just if
Like I said, this is like the this is like the low income kind of area as you're like leading this way. So you do see there are more than just that one Warforged who had like skates on his legs. There's like other ones who are there. One who is just like his hand has got like bullet holes in it, and like he's got like the size like a 10, and he starts blowing into his hand, and like he's making sounds like a flute, and he's like trying to like with his hands like moving up and down, mainly like clarinet. And he's like going through his hand motion. And the other ones who are just like just like holding parts, who are just like, and others who are just like you can see them, but they seem to be doing some kind of like job, like they're just like carrying and moving things in different places. But there are a lot of them who just seem like fairly aimless. One who's literally just like facing a wall and just like walks into it.
Right. But what? So obviously I see Warforged that are struggling. Do I see other humanoids that are struggling?
Oh yeah, this area there's loads of people who are struggling. They're not the only beggars of war, but there are like loads of like people who do look injured or people who look too ill and framed who are just like, especially in this area, like a lot of them are just like in their houses, but there are a lot of like them who are struggling a little bit more.
Right.
Like you were looking for Warforged specifically, so I pointed those out. But there are definitely a wide variety of people who are. Especially in this part. Like Sean does have like areas which are very high income, very like good neighborhoods. This is not one of them.
Right. I turn to Talvar and be like, Talvar, why do you think that we were made?
Well, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it is because they were created to fight the wars, right?
Yes, they're Warforged were forged for war.
Yeah, I'm just confirming. People in power wanted to create creatures or beings or, well, at that point, your kind were considered things to fight the wars that humans and elves and dwarves, the wars we were fighting, you were created to help us win them.
Do you think that you were created by your god to also fight in some war that is now over?
Well, I can't speak for my ancestors. I don't know the history of why we were created, but as far as I've experienced, this is kind of aimless. In fact, I would say it's the people. I don't think it's any gods that wanted us to fight. I think it's, bless you, we'll fix that. I'm
smart. I muted myself.
No, it's the action that he did that I wanted to fix. Like he has like accidental
quirks.
Quirks. But it was other people who forced people to fight. Like I didn't want to be a part of the war, but I was drafted, and so I don't know why we were created, Pewter. I don't think anyone does, really.
I do. I was created for war, and the war is over now.
I mean, people like me. But why do you ask this? Is there something on your mind?
Not sure. I also do not have a mind.
Well, is there something in the mechanical gears that are running in your head?
They are currently clean and working fine.
You're welcome. Listen, if you're having what humans / people like organic beings call an existential crisis, we can talk about it. Like it's completely natural to wonder why you exist in the world and what your purpose is. And
Except that for things to be natural, you need to be made of nature, and I am not. So
Metal is
anything.
found in nature. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Sorry,
there's
what?
iron in the ground, in the mountains. You're made from that.
yeah, what they said.
I'm made of pewter, and like I clink the armor on me.
And pewter is
Yeah.
found in nature. So
I
everything
suppose.
that people like me create, we create out of things that are available to us. And if what you're made of is found in nature, then listen, buddy, listen, look. You don't need to have a grand purpose to exist in this world, all right? Just
I see.
if that's what you're worried about, what your purpose is.
But surely without purpose, there is no purpose to existing.
Right, which is the great part about being sentient is that you find your own purpose. It doesn't have to come pre-mediated by someone else or something greater than you. You can just what do you like? What do you like doing when you're not hanging out with me, which is obviously your favorite pastime? Right?
Pewter's eyes have just gone blank. He does not know. And like you hear like a clicking sound, click, 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 and then like after a while it comes back, and he's like, "I do not understand the word like."
Well, do you remember that day when you and I were creating that symbol for Medu for
Yes.
the fight? You did you enjoy creating that? Did that give you a sense of purpose or fulfillment?
Did it spark joy?
Did it spark joy?
My circuits did not catch on fire. There was no sparks.
Right.
Okay.
But how did you feel about that?
It was okay.
Okay.
I
You were
liked it better when I was jumping into the air and tying a rope to Cosmo and catching Medu.
See, you
There were a
weren't
lot of different computations that I did to accomplish that task very quickly, and it felt rewarding.
that's fun. See that when something that you're not well, you didn't have to do that, but you did, and it was fun, right? It was rewarding. And things like that. You just find more things like that in life and just keep doing shit like that. That makes you I look at Medu and I'm like, what am I saying? And I turn back to Cosmo
Yes.
and
It just
I'm like,
seems like you like challenges. That's fine. That's a good enough reason
Oh,
to continue
oh.
doing the things you like to do.
Are we encouraging him to do death-defying aerial tricks in the air?
no,
It's just-
not always.
Well,
It's still
Nogu,
life.
I technically cannot die, so they are not death-defying. They are simply mathematically possible or impossible.
Right. I think I will install that fear module that we've been talking about. I think you need a little bit of it because I don't want you to doing stuff that like what if we're not around and something happens to you and no one can like fix your arms or something and I don't want
Then
you
I
to
will stay in stasis till eventually I am found by someone else, like I was this time.
Slightly bleak. Okay.
What's it called? Talvar, give me just int check.
int check. Yeah, sure, that's gonna go well.
Oh, whatever you use for construct, whichever. I assume int is what you use for like fixing robots and that kind of stuff.
Could I say wisdom?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, in case of wisdom, that is 17, 18, 19, 20.
You fix pewter by sheer chance. There, you have seen Warforged in less worse shape, who you were never able to bring back. Warforged are built by a secret process used in called the Canid forges. These are like special forges that are made for them. And like a secret private patented technology that like somehow imbues them with a soul. And sometimes when Warforged are badly damaged, that thing goes away and it doesn't come back. The fact that Pewters was still there was still something that would, even if you take one of those Warforged and bring them back in the proper condition, if that part of them is gone, then they won't reactivate no matter how perfectly you assemble the body. Pewter being alive was pure chance, and there's very likely if he was that injured again, no matter how good a craftsman you are, you would not be able to bring him back. You'd have to be like a legendary, craftsman to do so.
Oh no. Oh no.
Whether you tell him this or not is up to you.
What happened?
Wait.
It's thundering like mad, and I think my net is conking out, so I'm just quickly going to change over to hotspot.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to switch to technical difficulties because we might lose a little bit of connection. Hello? Hello?
This feature
Alright.
so
Sure, we can still see you
Yeah,
on the
that's,
YouTube.
I that's fine. You guys should. Okay, so now
No,
Indrani's
no.
the dungeon master.
No, I mean,
You
like,
can just
YouTube doesn't say technical difficulties. It's literally showing us what we're doing.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We are back now. So I'm just gonna
I'm
move everyone
Talvar
around.
now.
Hello, I am your new dungeon master.
Hello.
I got demoted during the intermission.
Excuse me, are you looking down upon me? Are you disrespecting the house of Badalis?
The Vadalis.
Never.
Father of fox-ridden bench.
Okay, for
Are
whatever.
you calling my father a goodly rotten apple? But he ain't a goodly
Never.
rotten apple.
There
I
we
can
go.
We know nothing about your father, and if you want to start delving into that lore, that'd be fantastic.
The whole Doctor Who Catherine Tate skit.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're good.
shit,
We're good.
sorry.
We're good.
All right.
Sorry about that. I had to move
Um,
over to the different net because the rain started out of nowhere.
It is. Yeah, it's crazy out here as well.
Cool.
Okay. Knowing what I know about Pewter's soul, I'm just gonna freeze for a minute when he says, not a minute, a few seconds when he says that places and someone will find him. And for the first time, probably, I try to put on a tough face, but you see my eyes sort of well up. I'm just gonna wrap my arms around him. Like, listen, it was sheer fucking chance that I was able to bring you back, and that most likely wouldn't have happened and probably won't happen again. So, like, you're not gonna continue living like you get a free pass each time. You don't. So you need to protect yourself because this is a miracle. You being here is a fucking miracle.
No.
So
Noga goes over and he like hugs about as much as he can. He's like 4'11", 4'10". So he hugs as high he can of you, Peter, and he's like, I thought I lost you once. I don't want to lose another person I care about.
Are you
Aw.
saying I can die?
yes,
Sounds like it.
unlike other machines, your kind was created in a way that is not very well understood by people like me, but you have a soul, and if that soul escapes you, there is no bringing you back. I need you to protect yourself, and I need you to cherish what you have right now.
This is most concerning. I was adventuring thinking that I could just simply be restarted whenever I took too much damage.
No, that's
You are saying I only have one more chance to live?
probably, yeah.
This this changes my computations on the probability of our survivals dramatically. I no longer want to ride a bullet.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is classic. I've had a lot of friends who've just decided to go off into the world, find other people who want to do death-defying missions for the rest of their lives, and I didn't understand why, but I think I get it now. With the two of you and Cosmo, and Nogu, I feel, if we take on tasks that are what's the word? Crazy. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. we might just come out of it alive.
Pewter, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Like, to this point.
I rolled a 2, guys, and I have a 0 modifier.
If he doesn't want to go, fuck it. We'll disassemble him for parts.
Wow. Anyway, that's a
The
2,
gang leaves.
DM.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, okay. With the 2, as he's like saying that, suddenly you both watch, and he just like freezes, and his mind just goes like just blue screen of death, and you're just like, what the heck? In your mind, you're just like suddenly there's like flashbangs and blasts of energy just like all around you. As suddenly you just like hear the squawks in like thousands of languages. It looks like and there's like these squawks in like this, these different languages. You see these pops of reptilian heads. Then you hear this shape like duck. Something flies over. Something goes up, and this like familiar voice, the one who's been talking to all the time, like, "Dude, did you see that? Look at all this, so much violence!" And he holds up his hand. You can see his hand. They're like covered in this like a gauntlet that's just like seems like made of metal. And it's just like it's glowing with energy. And it's like, "Come on, man, let's do this. We're gonna live forever!" And he's just like charging into the fray. Yeah. Peter, at this time, yeah. You just like see this memory, and you see yourself charging, going recklessly, all these explosions, all this happening, and you're just like running into the fray with this person who moves and jumps like as fast as you do, but they're not made of metal. Like they're still very vague, like it's blurry as you're like trying to get a good look at them, even though while the rest is there, and it's like, and this as you're like going in, and he's just like going in charging, loop. You're like seeing this like fight going on. Cut back to you guys. It looks like Pewter is just like in this stunned state. His eyes are just like this, zing, blue skin of death.
Oh my god.
And
Have I seen him do this before?
yeah.
My past
just
perception
give me a
is
D20.
pristine, but yes.
The path of perception is helpful to know.
What do we do?
D20 18.
Huh? Oh yeah. He's done this before. Especially a lot more early on when he was just like he was trying to remember things. This is like when something that triggers his memory lock. You know how to undo this. You've seen him do it before, but like this is like usually it happens and it's like it takes. You haven't seen anything this bad since you first like fixed it. Like this is like a big relapse, usually by some kind of word that triggered it. But you know how to repair and fix him. You just gotta pop his hood and go for it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just like, it's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
I'm only like freaking out because I'm like, this guy just had a mental breakdown, and what do we do? Do we turn him off and put him on again? Do we like hit
it's
and
fine.
kick him
Hold
at
on.
the same time?
Medu, breathe. He's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna go to the back, take my tool, like pop the hood off his head, and just like.
Yeah. With your passive perception 15, while you're repairing, you notice there's some people are noticing that this just happened. This guy just going off blue screen, doing the sound, and just like as they're like some house dennet guards are just like looking at this as this is going. They're looking at this going on. They're just like muttering each other. As you remember, Pewter's not supposed to leave the city because
we're at the apothecary though. It's fine. Nobody knows we're not.
You're in the marketplace. You haven't got to the apothecary.
Oh right, yeah. So it's fine. We're still in the city.
Yeah. But yeah, they are just looking, and it looks like you fix him soon enough. But yeah, you've got that. These guys are what they're not approaching, but they are like noting you guys.
Right.
You're out of the dream or memory or whatever it was. AOL loading screen.
He'll hold his mechanical cold face and be like, "Look at me. You're fine. You had another. Yeah, you're here. Yes. You know what? For what it's worth, all the things you just said apply to me and probably Medu as well.
Yeah.
So you're not alone in this. We'll figure it out together.
Okay.
And if you need a purpose, you can share mine. Nogu's just like holding up his hand.
I lift down and I pick Nogu up.
Ah!
For now, our purpose is protecting this little guy.
And this thing, he like points at the hidden brooch.
Stop pointing at it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're supposed to
Pewter,
keep it
now
on
that
the
he sees
down low.
the relic, has another quick moment of like, I have rewritten an aspect. I have purpose. I shall complete this mission. Because if we do not succeed, the
Okay.
world will end, and then I do not have time to figure out my purpose.
Very
That's
fair.
that.
Logical.
That's a solid purpose. Yeah.
Excellent. Now that I have purpose, we must get on with it.
Must also pretend that we are not leaving this place because those tenant guards are watching us very closely. So
Are you gonna let me down now? More.
sorry, I know it can get a bit comfortable. Cuddling with me during winter is amazing, or so I've been told, and I put him down.
Thing is, no. He's not
Speaking
like
of
a
Luke,
cat.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. So yeah, what did you get on your medicine check earlier when you were asking if you were like looking for things?
I got I think I got a 17, and I have
Okay.
a +5. So
Yeah, 22. Even though you're not used to dealing with bullets, you do know how to help someone who's pregnant. So you just like get that, expand the order, like multiply the order by 10. You're able to like get like decent price for it. Like they're considering some people are like, are you replacing a bunch of Jurassic midwives? But they're able to get you. It costs like the amount you want. It's going to cost you about what's called 8 silver. So that's going to cost 8 silver for that. As for the jelly beans, are you guys just going to take market price? Or are you guys going to start looking around for that?
let's haggle a bit. What's a D&D game without some haggling?
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's either perception or it's persuasion, deception, insight to just like try and bluff them. Perception means that you're actually looking for bargains.
Can we all do this, or is this?
Yeah. All of you do it.
Can we all pick
If you
what
want
we
to.
want?
What?
What do you
I
mean?
am not going to be helpful.
Yeah, you can pick different things if you want.
I'm going to be distinctly unhelpful with an 8.
24.
It
Cool.
wouldn't make sense for me to roll. Yeah.
You're doing what are you doing? Persuasion or something else? Perception.
Perception.
Okay, so you're looking around. You find some deals on jelly beans, so you go off to do that. With an 8, you try and what were you trying to do? Were you trying to do perception?
Yeah, I was trying a perception.
Okay, and you're a little distracted. Like there's something in the back of your mind as you're like looking up, looking around, and then suddenly you just hear this, just like flutter of wings, and you glance up a moment, and there's this movement of like something just like something goes over the roof, catch an eye, but from or the person riding it, but you definitely saw wings and the hoofs of a horse, the Pegasus.
Uh-oh.
And it moved too suspiciously as you were. Maybe it was just a scattering, but like Pegasus is, it's weird to see just a Pegasus flying about. Peter, were you doing something?
Wow.
I think doesn't know. Okay, yeah. So that's you just caught a glimpse of that. It was on jelly beans. Cost you 3 silver. All right. For a significant amount. Are you taking that to the ranch?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Do you want them to hold?
Sorry.
So you can get it on the way back, or you can take it with you.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. And you're off. The Danik guards, they follow for a little while, but then they're like communicating with each other.
I turn back and I'm like, hey, Bill. Hey, Jack. How's it going?
Hey. And he's like, got it. Yeah. And they like come like, hey, good to see you. You do know, and I point at Pewter, you're not supposed to take him outside city limits until the things are sorted out.
Yeah, we're just going to the ranch. It's close by. I mean, it's fine, right?
It's outside the city.
Yeah, but it's so close by. Does it really matter?
We'll be
Yeah.
there. We'll vouch for him.
Yeah. They look a little concerned, and then they like hear a voice that like, it'll be fine. I think you can trust my judgment, if not theirs. And they turn around, and you notice like a figure in a cloak. He takes it off, and you guys, oh. And they say, oh, Prince, sir. And you recognize it's the Prince of Sai. And he's just like saying, like, looks at you guys. Yeah, it's so good. Don't worry about it. And he's there with his guard at the side. They immediately like bow respectfully, and I say, "Oh well, yes. Don't want to interfere with your. Wouldn't want to doubt you." And in their face, they say like, "We do not want to get involved with a diplomatic incident. We are not paid enough for this shit." And they just like go aside.
I
And,
will
like,
say hi to your wife for me.
she says hi back. Yeah, she'll say hi back. Come visit Sam, referring to his youngest.
Oh yeah, how's my godson doing?
He is not your godson. And I walks off.
I look at
He-
everyone like, you know, all the guards?
Yeah, I lived with them for like most of the war.
You lived with all the gods?
To be clear, the war was 100 years. Is 100 years long?
All of my existence in the
Sure,
war.
sure. As long as you served. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as you
As
served.
long as I served, yeah, that's what I should have said.
We can have a conversation.
You
about that. I just have a little quick thing. 1 second, Your Majesty. It's a little quick thing. There's something spying on us, and it looks like a Pegasus.
It's your fucking mother, isn't it?
I don't think she rides a Pegasus.
I mean, someone from your family, obviously, right? We figured this would happen after you let her, like after you turned her down.
I could have to
Whatever.
be like undercover like the whole time. This is ridiculous.
That's
Okay. Anyways, back to the normal. Since we are deciding that we know the identity of this person. Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, so I was wondering, I was looking to catch you guys. I was hoping to find you, but see me after the race, but I didn't quite. You guys went up to the ranch, and then when I went to see them earlier this morning, you guys had already left. Were you guys planning to leave already?
no, we were planning on visiting you before we head out, but
It was just a really busy like after party where
Is that true?
there
What
wasn't
happened?
any party in the end.
Okay, is that true, or were you genuinely?
Indrani forgot
Can I ask?
that we had to visit the prince, but Talvar didn't, because the last game, I'm pretty sure at some point we were like, we should also visit the prince before we leave. Did we not say that?
I don't think.
I just figured we
believe
don't
you.
care.
You forgotten about the prince for 2 sessions. Didn't even mention your
Fuck it,
sister
yeah.
or your mom last session.
I'm lying. I was like, the amount of shit that has happened, Talvar forgot about him. So now I'm lying out of my teeth about
Alright.
to go see him.
Alright. Well, let me walk you guys back to the ranch then. And he gets onto Prince Albert, his horse. And he's like, yeah, who looks much better. He clearly has not had apples in a little while. Looks at you like, And they say like, you got some.
Sorry, it's just jelly beans.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. So, why don't you come up here? And he like helps the little half orc to get on the horse with him. And he says like, so you managed to. I assume you guys managed to get the first. He's like saying this as you guys are walking out and like are leaving Sean proper, so there's some degree of privacy. I imagine. So, what else can you tell me so far?
About the thing.
About where you managed to discover one piece of the problem.
And
I assume you're working on finding the second?
That is
We're
correct.
going to.
yes.
Would you like to know more?
we will.
Would it be better if you didn't know more?
Want to know more, but ideally, it's entire. If you feel that there is some concern of privacy, I understand.
The fewer people
And
who
he's
know,
like, crossing his-
I was simply saying that the
It's
fewer
the
the people.
fewer people who know the better. I look at nobody.
he looks like he was about to say everything and then just like quieted down.
There is something you can help us with.
Mhm. Yeah.
Want us to go on this mission, yes?
Ideally, if these parts could cause more mornings, I would, or another morning, I'd want to stop it. I was actually going to speak to you. I've spoken to the authority, the referees about the money factors, and we're going to work about getting you your winnings. So once it is done, I'm going to transfer it to an account. I'll be transferring to a bank account that you should be able to access in any of the any of the 12 nations. Droam is not one of those 12 nations. But if you get to one of those, you should be able to withdraw the money at that point. It should take, they say it's going to take a week. I will try and fight to get it to you sooner.
Extraordinarily generous of you, Your Majesty. We appreciate it greatly.
That totally. Thank you so much. I've never had a bank account. How crazy. Oh. Right. Her family wants, and she turned them down so we could, go fix it, save the world, yada yada. But it's around now. And
Yes.
if you could take care of that problem for us, it would significantly lower our stress while we try to.
Once upon a time in my father's time, before the war, the Dragonmark houses, we would have been able to stop the Dragonmark houses from their politicking. The royal family of Galifay was powerful enough to stop them. But after the war, the royal family was fractured into 5. My own nation is destroyed, and so my influence is limited anyway. So the Dragonmark houses, they only got stronger during the war. They profited a great deal. Anyone, any nation, even especially someone who doesn't have a nation, looks very upsetting to say that, just stand against them, like stop them. I am mainly concerned that they know. Did you tell them what to, or did they know about it ahead of time?
They kind of knew a little bit about it. I'm not sure if they knew the exact extent of it, but they certainly knew that it was ancient and powerful.
Worrying.
But is that a problem?
Well, it should be a secret. I didn't only know about it until I discovered from Nogu and his master some years prior. But it sounds like the Dragonmark houses have known for a great deal longer.
Perhaps they were guarding it. They might have been the sort of guardians of these marks.
Well,
Charred things.
maybe. If they were somehow involved. There are 12 Dragonmark houses and 12 pieces.
I was just gonna say.
In a way that only the Dragonmark house would really have access to it. It wasn't like placed in like an old crumbling temple in the dungeon or anything. But only the Dragonmark houses could get to it. So, okay.
Peeps, we
Awesome.
seem to have another technical issue. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna. The call will be fine, but I need to disconnect stream and start it, or close OBS for some reason. Because
Screen.
yeah, it's just frozen.
Look at that.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. It reset. We are alright. The only issue is that everyone's moved again. Why does this keep happening? It's fine. It'll be quicker to fix everyone this time.
Are we live or?
Yeah, we are live.
What's
We are
the-
still live. Don't worry. Everything is fine. Only Alika and Chirag moved.
It is I, the dungeon master.
Everything.
All right,
For
guys.
initiative.
So sorry. You can please carry
Now
on.
we're
You're fine.
fighting for it. Now we're fighting for initiative. We're gonna be in charge. Fight. Okay. All right. So in that case, I'll try and help as best I can. If I can find more information about why they're involved, I'll try and get information to you. But it does seem if the Dragonmark houses are aware, if they are getting involved with this, work in this manner, you're going to have to, if you want to avoid them, you should probably avoid methods of transport that they could find. Although I
Yeah,
don't
we're
have
riding
any
a
idea.
super safe method of transport that's gonna be underground, and yeah, no, it's gonna be great. It'll be fine.
Oh, how resourceful of you. Doug was like, yes, very safe.
So safe.
Completely safe.
Yeah, 100%.
So safe.
I clap her hand over Nobu's mouth like, nothing for me.
Well,
If
okay,
if
I will
the
try.
houses are involved, maybe it is best for I turn to Medu, and I'm not saying you need to do this, but maybe it's best for us to have an inside connection. Maybe I should ask my house to lend their assistance as things stand, because they are very keen on having me back.
Are they? That's interesting. Can you leverage that?
I might be able to, yeah.
Wait, here's my question. Can we just not ask the main heads of houses to help us out here a bit?
As they are all competing factions, I can't imagine them wanting to work together.
We don't have to tell them they're working together.
Yeah. There is some, as far as my understanding, the Dragonmark houses do communicate with each other. They try and find areas where they can work amicably, but they're not perfect oligopolies. They're not in that regard. There is some conflict over some Dragonmark houses over money and power, as there is back with the noble houses of old. But perhaps you can speak to this. Perhaps if you could speak to the elders, that could help, or it could tip them off entirely. It is a dangerous proposition.
Well,
wait, the more likely another Pegasus could happen,
Right.
or human sus. I don't know what the term is. I'm behind on
It
things.
is Pega human.
human sus is correct.
Tell you what, how about this? How about I talk to Denneth and say that I accept their invitation, and in exchange, they can help us. Well, this is in their best interest as well. So, by helping us, they might. Maybe I could ask Luther to accompany us, or just a couple other people from the guard.
Wait, I do have a question. We're doing this thing in like a sequence, right? This is in Droam. Which house has a presence in Droam?
Yeah, he thinking to himself, says House Drask has the biggest influence in Droam. They have a home there. They've been recruiting. They recruit mercenaries who are from the monstrous races quite heavily. House Dennett is a growing presence there, and House Orien is also developing a small connection as they are initiating travel between that nation and theirs. However, Droam has only existed for 4 years.
Right.
Before that, this was unconquered Brailish territory.
Right, it's a new place. That's fine.
Yeah. So I doubt it would be something as long-standing as the Eight Winds race, which is about 800 years old at least.
Yes, well, our house has a very old and respected tradition that goes on for several hundred years. But that being the case, keep it over there. It's a new place. It would be full of strange people that they don't trust.
It could have existed there long before it was an actual, I don't know, country.
Or maybe it's being kept there because people won't look for it. I suppose that's a way.
Nogu also says that. It also, because, it could have been someone, it was stolen, or maybe the person who had it was killed when the monsters took over.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that.
How bad are the monsters? I mean, looking up at this, well, they are developing some kind of civilization. They are trying to be recognized as such, but there is.
Maybe we can use that. We can just go ahead and say that yes, we recognize you as a civilization. Can you show us your records and your old stuff and museum? I don't know where they keep this. We can have a look from there.
Well,
anyway, that chance is not great.
Reach the ranch, and he's arrived, and you guys are there.
Wow, look at that.
Pops off Nogu and said, I'm going to try and help as best I can. However, here are some things that should be able to assist you. And he reaches down and he pulls out a case, looks like a old-fashioned briefcase, opens it up. It's I do have limited resources, but these should be able to help. And inside you see 6 vials, 2 of which are a different color, dark grayish green. And the other 4 are bright red. These are Jarasco certified healing potions.
Wow.
These 2 are designed specifically Other
Okay,
than the 7 healing potions do work on Wolf, which I was as surprised as that. Which I believe I'm as surprised as anyone. But these other 2 are a bit more rare. These are designed as Yes, these are potions of what's the term? Hey, like the, oh, haste. These are potions of haste.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking dope. I mean, thank you.
But it sounds cool.
They should make your body move faster than it should otherwise, but apparently it has a terrible side effect once the effect wears off.
What's
Oh.
It
the
makes
worst
you
that can happen?
lethargic.
So
that's
are those
lethargic.
normal
That's fine.
healings?
Are these regular healing potions?
Oh, what
These
the hell?
are regular healing potions.
We have 4 regular healing potion, a potion of haste, and what's the other one?
Yes.
Oh, 2 potions of haste. Got it. Okay, cool. Who wants to carry the healing potions? I think everybody should have one.
All right.
And the extra one I can keep because I'll probably heal people. So, like,
Sounds good to me. I'm
I
down
would
for
say,
that.
how many potions of haste are there?
2. So, I think you should have one, and
Alaka.
Medu should probably
Yeah,
have
Medu
one.
should have one, yeah.
Well, best of luck. I will try and I'll try and find you. Well, you guys sort of stand out a little bit. So, as I said, he also gives you like a slip, which has like a bank account details. Once this thing is sorted, you'll be able to go to any acting bank in any of the 12 nations, and you should be able to. And through that, I'll try and send you messages as well. So if you do have a way to address yourself or communicate, you can let me know through there.
Perfect.
Got it.
Yes. Good luck to you, and the fate of the nation and perhaps the world is in your hands.
Okay, that made it
Thank you.
And you're like,
way more. It's just a little bit more pressure
Outing.
on us than I expected.
no pressure. Yeah, it goes on.
That helped.
You can see the 2 sisters. They've like something like the sign is up, Dude Ranch.
Oh no, why?
Before we end, I just groan at the name of the ranch, and I'm like, Pewter, this is a great opportunity to show you this upgrade that I made to you the other day.
All right.
Well, when I was, could I, DM, perhaps show him this little notch that I made in his hand that helps him like keep the potion strapped close by, so like he doesn't have to fumble or reach for it. It's just like an aesthetic thing I want to do out of character, but something like a little. I don't know, like so. If he's
Oh.
low on health and wants to consume a potion, it just
It just pops
Yeah,
out?
just-
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, like a
Fascinating.
yeah, sure. That's fine with me.
Is that great?
This is very
I-
useful. I can also keep some of the blunts that the hat will be producing every now
Oh
and then.
god.
You'll be like, woohoo, the party
Oh.
continues.
Right. Yeah. That. Totally. Yeah. Perfect. I can't believe I made this Warforged a fucking joint
Smuggler.
hiding like a. Oh no. All right. Fine.
Yeah. At this point, your sisters like come over and they like sit there like,
Cool.
hey, someone say something about a joint? And you see they've got flowers and they've got like blue and red flowers in their heads, like a flower crown.
Where'd you get that from?
We made it. We're celebrating the fixing of the rat and Cosmo's win. And you can see Cosmo has got like a bunch, has his own flower crown that's made, and like he's just like prancing up and down. And there's like they like made a little like a flower bed for him, which was made for him to sleep in. He started eating it. But you know, everyone's like the workers at the ranch, and the few of them that there are happy for him. Like the animals, they seem have no idea what's going on. And they're just like cheering Cosmo. They got him a little like satch on that says like super fast winner.
Oh.
I turned to Medu. I'm like, how do you feel about that?
Look. Trying not to think about it. Trying real hard not to think about it.
Does Cosmo look like he's having fun?
I was enjoying eating the flowers.
He looks fine. And he looks kind of cute, you know? If there was another mage bed, whatever he is, I'm sure she would love it.
I don't think there are any more left of his kind if I'm not wrong.
Oh, that is sad.
You don't
All the
know.
more to
Not-
celebrate him.
That's true. Well, I'll go and talk to Cosmo and tell him that we're gonna go on a bit of a dangerous adventure. I'm sure he'll be fine about it.
I'm gonna go find my mother. I'm gonna be like, "Oi, Chumma, where's mom?"
Huh? She's coming back from the inn. She said she was bringing in some cake. Should be here in a few minutes. She knows the cake's for the horse, but the horse isn't allowed to eat it.
I see.
And then then Tali like smacks her like, he is not a horse. I think what he's called. I'm sorry.
All right, I will hang out with my sisters while these guys do their things.
Yeah.
Okay, Cosmo, get the heck? He'll die if he eats chocolate.
So he's a dog.
No, but like most animals can't handle chocolate, right?
All right.
It's true. Chocolate's a poison, but humans have somehow evolved to eat.
This is why we're
Yes.
just. I'm kidding. No.
It's true. It's probably why. Yeah. After a while, you see your mom does show up. She's got like a cake that says for Cosmo, and then underneath, but not to eat. And she's like bringing in the cake, like, and he's a jolly good raise. There you are.
Hey,
And then
Mom.
Sees you guys. Good. We wanted to contact you, but we couldn't find out where you guys were. And then Kenneth had said you were going to a bar, which, we'll let you have fun in your seedy bars, where you don't call.
Okay, I'm sensing a lot of passive aggression from you, Mom.
You know what? It's Cosmo's Day. We're not going to be passive aggressive. You'll improve your attitude.
Right. Totally. Okay.
Oof. I dodged a bullet when I ran away.
No, she's great. What are you talking about? We have a great relationship, all right?
Yeah, exactly. She like pulls your head forward and like kisses it, ignoring the fact how warm it is.
Yeah.
I don't think your hair actually burns people when they touch it, right?
No.
Yeah, so she doesn't. It's not she burns her lip to do it. She do it anyway, but still.
Yeah.
Oh. Help set the table, and she's like setting up a table. So now that you guys, and she's like preparing the care. So now you guys have won the race and like doing a ranch. If that's going to give you enough time to keep running your black market healing toaster fixing service.
Not exactly.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No.
What?
Is everyone frozen?
Is
I
it-
lost you guys for a bit. Sorry.
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't lose anyone.
sorry.
Something about a
Yeah.
toaster healing thing.
Yeah, your mom was asking, like, she seems to think that now that the race is over, now that you've won the race and the ranch is fixed, you're going to stop working the black market toaster thing,
Right.
toaster fixing service.
Yeah, Mom. Well, I was actually gonna come find you earlier, and I've been meaning to tell you this, but I'm gonna head out of Sharn for a bit. This toaster, this lovely, amazing toaster, who is my friend, whose name is Pewter. You already know this, but
No, I don't mean him. I mean all the other. Pewter's lovely. Pewter's great. I just mean all the other Warforges you install and put toasters in.
There are other Warforged?
Yes, you
With toasters in their
Yeah.
mouths?
you fix a bunch of Warforges.
you know that's what I do. Like that's how I make money.
Yeah,
Why do you give them all toasters?
well, that's fine. It'd just be nice if you were doing something that wasn't, technically illegal.
Yeah. Look, the shop's gonna close down for a bit, but
Where are you going?
it's this lovely place that I've heard about.
Is Pewter still present
Oh.
over here?
Yeah, you're all present. You're all at
All
the
right.
table.
It seems that for once Talvar is struggling to deceive you. Perhaps it is best to follow the policy of, on a need-to-know basis only.
Okay, two things. First of all, what do
Yeah.
you mean for once she is struggling to deceive me? And two, I'm the mother. I need to know.
For once, because I've never deceived you, and this is the first time. So for once, because this is the one.
Deception check. Disadvantage because it's your mother.
Oh fuck! I got a natural 20. Disadvantage because it's my mother. Really? Okay.
You know it's true.
3. God damn it!
It's everyone else believes you. Like everyone's like, okay, that's fine. And she's like,
Okay.
okay.
I cover my ears because I just know she's gonna come. Just don't freak out. Going to Droam.
Move hand. And like the sister's like, no, I will get your ears too. Like, she needs it for Droam. Did you remember?
I do need it for Droam. Please, just I'll be fine. It's like Pura said, it's a need to know basis thing.
And she's fuming, and she's like, I cannot believe this. You keep going. First, when I told you were leaving the war, you're going to do less dangerous things. And then you're getting involved with like illegal warforge making. Then you start
Completely legal.
getting crime. Then you get into violent scrapes. And then there was that whole fight with this thing in the air, this weird human peg. Mega human, I don't know. And then all this. And they said, now you're going off to Droam, the country of monsters. Do you want to have me go to an early grave out of stress and grief?
No,
Miss Talvar Mother, you don't need to worry. We probably won't even make it to Droam, considering how we're going to try get there.
Wait,
Oh, what? Peter, how about this? You just don't say anything for the next 5 minutes.
I can always go talk to Nogu.
yes, please.
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
do that, buddy.
Oh, Nogu has taken the high road and has put cake in his mouth so he cannot talk. Yeah.
I give him a thumbs up and I turn back to my mom.
Okay.
You know what?
You're not going to... What? How? Raise someone just to go off and kill themselves.
Calm down.
Oh.
Somebody pass me a blunt. I hold my hand up.
What have I done to deserve? Did I offend one of you to raise that you would want to take my daughter from me and lead such life of recklessness? She is now consuming the weed. Look at her, she is having the weed.
Take a drag. I promised you. It'll be fine.
Okay, give him a persuasion check with disadvantage to convince your mother to take drugs.
Natural one.
Oh, God.
She like smacks at your hand, ruining the blood. This is disgraceful.
Okay,
I
Mom,
expect,
listen.
yes.
Auntie, please have
I
some
expect
cake.
this so much better for you. It's just like, and then she like, you know, and she like does the thing, gestures for the ear, and doing the gesture like, you know, do like sit-ups with holding your own ears.
As I'm doing sit-ups holding my own ears, I'm like, I just want you. God, I haven't done this in a while. Oh, just can I stop? I've done 3. That's more than.
Yeah. Oh, is 3 enough for breaking your mother's heart? I want 20.
Like, all right. What I'm saying is that what I'm doing is really important, not just for you, but also literally everybody else on the planet.
I don't care about anyone else on the planet. I only care about you. I guess you two pointed her at the daughter. I'm like, yeah, we know. She's the eldest. We get it.
Like, I do like 7, then I go back and I'm like, look, just trust me on this one. I promise I won't die. And if I die, it will be for a noble.
Auntie, don't worry. We won't let her die. It's fine. We'll protect her. Cosmo will protect her. Look at him. He's like the best. The best. Crowned champion in the 8 Winds race. Do you think a face like that would be untrustworthy and let your precious daughter down?
Full of flowers, and he looks a little guilty.
18,
Cosmo, spit it out.
19, 20.
I am trusting you because you've always been the responsible one to look after my sweet Tally.
This is probably the most responsible thing I'm doing.
It is, in fact, quite a responsible thing. We're all ending up having to do something that will probably help people out a great deal in the future. When it's happening, it's a thankless job in the end, but it will help secure a more safe future for probably you.
Just please don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble, like or or defying the war, or all of those things.
No. 4 days are all the
Mom, you know the
No.
first rule about the Fight Club, right? You
Don't
can't
tell your
go
mom about the Fight Club.
Yeah, just can't talk about it. Just look around. There is no fight club. Fine. I return back to my work.
The future at this point has just sat down and is trying to taste cake that Nogu has. He's like doing the same thing from Nogu and just it's like there is no fight club. What is a fight club?
God.
Yeah. And then, like, in your mind, you just see someone like, "Man, the Fight Club was great. Fight Club was great. I'll take you there when we get back to Sean." You look and there's no one there.
Oh God. Okay.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
No one else saw that, only him.
what?
Oh,
Ding, 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 click. Okay.
hold on. He's hallucinating now?
He heard a voice. He didn't see anyone.
Oh, okay.
So it's like audio hallucinations.
Got it.
Has he been able to have that blunt? Has he figured out a way? Is he toasting it inside his mouth?
There is a smell coming out that's wafting out.
That's I've been trying to eat cake and it's just really toasted cake at this point. That's the smell you guys are tasting.
That's the smell.
Yeah.
Hot sugar. Proper caramelized.
Caramelized indeed, yeah.
Alright.
That's gonna be a pain to scrape off later.
Alright.
I am going to settle down next to Mum.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna wrap my warm arm around her. And I have a couple of lockets that I wear, like sigils of my god, who I have a very strange relationship with, as we all know. But I still wear a couple of symbols of her. I'm gonna take one off neck, and I'm gonna say, while I'm gone, this will keep you safe. All you need to do is just like say hi to the symbol once a day, and it just works. I don't know how it works, but just and it'll keep you safe. I promise. Like, look.
Yeah. What is the symbol anyway? Is there anything specific or is it like a doodle?
Okay, yeah. It's a forge with flames encompassing it. Like it's an anvil, sorry. It's an anvil with like flames encompassing it.
Okay.
Imaginative.
Well, in that case, she like reaches down and she like unders a locket and pulls a locket. I guess you got to do the same. And she like passes you a locket. And it's like one of those ones that opens up and it's got like a photo in it.
What photo? Yeah, I will open it up.
It is a picture of. It's an older photo. A picture of her when she was younger, holding two crying twin babies in her arms, while in the front is just like looking very adult, a much younger you. Again, was your hair flaming when you were born,
Yes,
or did that come as a
it was
kid?
always flaming.
So
Like,
very
as soon as you had pubic hair when I came out.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, so yeah, you're there just like looking very smug, and she's there holding her babies, and then she's like, in that picture at the time she's just saying, "Come on, smile, gotta smile." And so you thought she was upset during the photo, but when you look at the picture, she's like looking down at you, not angry at the kids or like the muting baby, but like look at you with pride.
This is what
this
baby younger Talvar looks like.
Yeah,
that's her.
Are you doing a pose, or are you just doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
she's looking down at you with like pride in the photo, and she's like the expression is matched, so she's looking at you. Yeah, and you catch that, and then she immediately like hides it.
Yeah, I wear, and I'm like, thank you.
Fine. Well, at least eat some cake. You're getting too skinny.
I look at my arm, which is like fucking thick as fuck, like muscly and thick. I'm like, that's not.
just eat the cake
I
and take the win.
and I just
Sure.
Take the win.
Eat the cake. Eat the cake.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
For once the cake is not a lie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not lie. Yeah. So, speaking of muscly, before you guys, are you guys heading back? You're going back to the inn. I imagine to like get ready to travel. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm good. I just need to go back, pick up the stuff.
Yeah. Picked up the stuff. Easy enough.
Picked
Bull
up
is,
my weapons, which I did have, and I
yeah. You've got Cosmo ready. Cosmo's like coming up behind you, and they've like prepared like a. It's like an easy release, but it is basically it's got bars. It's got like a platform for him to stand on. for like the horse to just be like carried along. There is a roof, but it's like a top roof that can be like open from inside and out. He is in a little like it's not, I don't want to say a cage, but it is basically just like a carry-on for like the animal that's like being attached as it's ready to go. Bulette is craving the jelly pickles and goes at it. Well, Billy is ready. He's like, all right, you guys ready to get out of town?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I had a question. We are going to the city of monsters, and we're going to try, obviously, navigate the space. Would it not help to have some disguises, as we are all clearly not monsters?
I don't know what disguise is going to make you. I don't know what disguise is going to make you look less metally.
Perhaps there are monsters
Well-
that look somewhat metally.
Yeah, I don't have any materials for
Whoa.
me to disguise myself. Does anyone else?
Not a big fan of the whole disguise thing. You just walk in, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Fuck it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, we're not going
How
to
many
be able to
proficient-
ourselves.
Are you proficient in a disguise kit?
I'll pick up
No.
2 sticks from the floor, like just branch sticks, and I'll just try to stick them on my head. I'm like, I am now a half deer warforged.
Hold on a second. Spits his thing, and like the spit becomes sound, and it properly sticks like glue to your forehead. Excellent. Now you look like a proper troll or minotaur. I'm not sure. Metal troll. Oh, Bill.
No.
That's another.
Oh
Please
god.
stop piping.
That's very offensive. Don't say that if you don't want to get eaten as well. All right, onwards.
Onwards.
Yeah, unless. And yeah, with that, you get on a long journey,
Nice.
traveling across, and you can see Bullseye going down these tunnels, going extremely fast, like faster than you can walk. You guys are like strapped on top, gliding area. That's it's like the saddle that what's called they put on Appa in Avatar,
Oh yeah.
which is like it's
Ah,
a
yeah.
round wide area, but you basically just like rest on as this thing just like moves on. The tunnel has been like made taller than the bullet, so that means you're not going to hit your head as you
Right.
guys move at pretty high speeds down these paths.
I go up to
It
the
is-
bullet place and I'm like, yip, and then I sit back.
Respond, and then it's like, all right, Bullseye, get here, and then off it moves. And then Bull moves at high speeds. You guys like travel for some time. Takes a few hours as things are like moving. Things are moving on. This place is like a labyrinth. It's like there's loads of these tunnels. You're like traveling along, and like partially you can see isn't just like dirt. There is like tunnels that seem to be like old steel, old metal that seems to like lead to them deep tunnels down under Shan. You guys have heard rumors that there's like older parts of the city that pieces have fallen down. Rumors of ancient dungeons in Shan. Oh, you can see all these things, but thankfully Bullette's avoiding all that as it's just like moving at high speeds out of there until you only see like these natural paths. I think it's difficult to keep track of day because you cannot see the sun as it just keeps moving and moving. But it does take some time as we carry on overnight. Bulette keeps going until eventually stops after traveling for what feels like ages, like absolute hours. Like Nobu's gotten bored, but during this time, Nobu did reveal what he wanted to show you about the brooch. It's like, so I managed to calm down Talisman's abilities, and so now I can, as long as we put it back when we want to like assemble all 12 and like fix them, it should be okay. So if you want to use it, I think I pulls up the piece in question. I figured out what it can do. It is this one. All the talismans seem to be about corrupting a piece of reality. This one's about corrupting beasts. But in this contained safe, you can basically take it and grab a beast or monstrosity or something like that, and basically you can swap one of your attributes with one of that creature's attributes. Movement
What?
speed.
Whoa, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I think if the animal's not willing, you're gonna have to like force it mentally. Mechanics-wise, you would have to do a will against its constitution if you're trying to do something who's unwilling. But if it's a willing creature, you can swap any of your ability scores. So your strength for their strength, your int for their int, for example, or one extra one, your movement speed for their movement speed. So, for example, if they have a swimming of 20 feet, you could like get rid of, or climbing of 20 feet. You can get rid of your walking and like gain that ability. But that does mean you're not able to walk for that time.
And how do you swap it back?
Basically, it lasts an hour unless the person holding the talisman unwills it. It is not a concentration effect.
Okay.
Like, I think it gets strong. There's more abilities, but it's going to take me. I think if I get the other talismans, it'll start making this one unlock. This is what I can do safely with it. But yeah, do any of you guys want to hold on to it?
I don't know if I have any use for it. I'm not really. I mean, depends on the monster, I guess. I could hold on to it in my little pocket that Talvar's made, and then give it to anyone who needs it.
You need to
Attune?
Yeah.
It's not an attunement thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Holy cow!
So I could just give it to anyone who needs it.
But then we could just share it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pewter, why don't you hang on to it for now?
Sure.
And
I shall note down that I have a
fucking
relic
dope, man.
in me. I have a relic
Yes,
in me.
the talisman of beast corruption. So there you
Talisman of
go. A foreboding
Beast.
name for probably like proper things, right? Like a proper magic item, so you can just like plop it in your thing.
Nice.
Yeah. And eventually figure out how to fix it for it. Right now, yeah, I got it. So, as you guys are like happy about this, relaxed. He waited a time for like Bill was like had stopped and like moved away to like take care of stuff because he didn't want. You told him shh, so he's being shush about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are like deep down in this like kind of tunnel. Actually, Bill comes back and he says like, "All right, okay, we're going to be entering Droam territory in just about an hour or so. So be quiet because no one really knows. I haven't got like permission. I got permission from like one of the chips, like one of the guys in the town we're going to. But I haven't got it from every chip. Especially the chip whose territory we're crossing into.
Sorry, what are we? Whose territory are we crossing into? Did you say chimp?
Chib. Oh, all right. You don't speak Goblin. All right, this is going to be trouble. But yeah, Chib is basically the Goblin word for big boy in charge. Doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be a boy. But basically, whoever's in charge in Goblin tongue is called a Chib, and kind of like split up the territory among different Chibs who run the place according to their own kind of rules. But everyone answers to the daughters of Sorakel.
Sorakel?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have done some research on Droam.
Yeah, no, maybe.
You guys studied this, right? Before going to Droam.
Yeah. Totally studied it. But we need
I
a
did.
refresher.
Yeah, I did. I don't know about the others, so why don't, for their sake, just give us a refresher?
I know. I knew I should have asked for money in advance. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So, he's saying that as they're moving, he may as well just go. So, 4 years ago,
DM just quickly adding
they
that I will give my hand axe the blessing of the
Yeah.
forge, making it a +1 weapon. What did I?
Ooh, I see. So the daughters of Zorakel, there are 3 hags who apparently hags. They are very powerful. They kind of united a bunch of monsters in Droam together to basically conquer the rest of Droam, and basically any warlord who didn't submit to them, were wiped out by her incredibly elite army of like armored trolls and magic hands harpies, all kinds. And from them, they've made Droam, which is just a bunch of like nations, not nations, but different parts different territories ruled by different chips who run the place more or less how they say, as long as they follow the Daughter's big commandments. And the Daughters are really big on making Droam a civilized place. But yeah, be careful, because there is a lot of dislike for Easterners, which is what they call anyone who is not a monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. None of you guys worship the Silver Flame, right?
Do I know who that is?
Yeah, the Church of Silver Flame is the big other religion besides the Sovereign Host. The Silver Flame believes, serving the silver, serving like the literal Silver Flame, purifying evil, stopping the undead, killing werewolves, all that kind of stuff. Like big religious guys. The difference between them and the Sovereign Host, like the Sovereign Host is a pantheon. Between them and the Silver Host, the Silver Host actually can point at what gives them magical powers, and it is a living Silver Flame, which is gives them, they can pull from to do divine powers, and is so they've got that going for them. But they say, other people say, oh yeah, that Silver Flame, came from the gods. So the Sovereign Host is kind of, and so that's what the Sovereign Hosts say, because you can't ignore that it's there. Like Billy's Billy's not explaining that part, because the Sovereign Host and Silver Flame you guys know about. But he's explaining the basics of the film. So just humany. There should be people who speak Common, so you should be okay.
Okay.
Do any of you speak Goblin?
Yes, I speak Goblin.
Oh,
Oh, good.
great.
That's fantastic.
I know that chip means big boss in Goblin.
That's good news. It's good knowledge.
Right.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a country and they'll speak your language, but you speak their language. They'll teach you extra well. And in this place, extra well means not eaten.
Perfect.
You know more than that one word. Just checking.
No.
Just checking.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Wait, what?
You got me there. Kuka.
However, I do actually speak Orc. Would that help?
Yes. He stops and thinks, maybe? I don't think I do speak Orc. As you say that, you guys realize House Drask is half orcs and orcs. So you speak to them, they'll understand what you're saying.
Right.
It doesn't, however, orcs are not considered part of Droam. They're not considered monsters.
Right. Nogu's not a monster.
Thank you for saying that.
You are.
Did anyone ever tell you otherwise?
No? Should they have?
No.
No.
I will fucking kill them if they do.
I remember that you were
you know.
called a monster when you were crushing enemies during battle. Is that how I'm supposed to say it?
I didn't crush any enemies into battle, but I'll lie and say yes because that sounds cool.
Right. How do they feel about the undead? These people?
It varies. Some are for it, some are against it. Give me, as you say that, your passive is perception 15. Does anyone have anything higher?
No.
Hmm. Perception? No, not high.
Yeah. So with a 15, as you're saying, how do you feel about the undead? You hear nearby as you're just going past. Big bones.
Did anybody else hear that?
I did not pick up anything on my audio receptors.
Hold on, just does it come on again? Do you hear? Can I hear it?
It seems like you moved too fast.
Was it a rattlesnake?
Actually, are you listening for it? Are you actually listening for it? Okay. Actually, actually
Yes.
listen for it.
Should we
It's
roll?
not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming in. Yeah. You can't hear it now, but you should try to look for it. Everyone give perception check because now you know what you're looking for.
Okay.
Now you know
20.
to look for something.
Nice. 17.
Oh, 15.
Cool. 15, 17. Looking back, no sign of any of these bone things. With a nat 20, Peter, you're looking in the wrong direction.
Sorry,
you didn't know what it looks. You're looking
it's-
in front.
It's a total 20.
Looking forward to 20, you look in the wrong direction, and that's why you notice before it's too late the large wire trap connected to a set explosive, two explosives on the side of the tunnel.
Okay. I try to call the bullet to a halt so that we don't trip it.
Okay. You're just speaking to the bullet directly, so give me animal handling.
Sure.
The bullet, are you trying to like?
Yeah, I
physically
try
stop
to
it, or
I
what
try
are you
to
trying
take the reins and try to hold it.
Sure. In that case, you can either use animal handling or athletics.
Okay, I already rolled animal handling,
Sure.
so I don't think it's fair to roll athletics now. So I will go with.
Well, you swapped the modifier.
All right. In which case it's still bad. So it's an 8. It's an 80 or a 7. So it's
Yeah, you try and like take the reins and build it. Hey, what you doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
Because you didn't say to the guy who's riding it, please stop.
Yeah.
So the bullet like goes into the wire trap, and there's an explosion, causing the tunnel to like kind of collapse on like you guys. Give me reflex saving throws. You have advantage because you saw this was happening,
All right. So 2 dex.
Peter, but you didn't warn anyone else, so everyone else
Reflex is
is
what,
rolling
dexterity?
normally.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
Our
Boy.
DMs. Yeah, our DMs been
Very
playing
old.
Pathfinder.
D&D
Okay.
3.5, thank you very much. And Pathfinder.
Hey, 19.
Ooh, nice.
I got a
19, 15.
23.
Wow.
Great. Everyone who's not named Nogu escapes being like trapped under all the rocks.
Could
And
I
then Nogu's like,
protect
"Ow!"
Nobu and trap myself instead?
Nogu. What did you get? 15?
15, yeah.
No, that's not high enough. And Nogu's like trapped down, and he's like, I'm okay. He's just like unpacking that, and just like the bullet like stops. Bill is just like, what the heck? Like as like a bunch of heads like poke out of holes. Like you see like a few. You see some figures just like sticking their heads out, like
Nice.
keep like smiling. These were those scaly faces with long noses, just like poking out their head, like, you got the big one. And then like two other ones just like pop their heads out of the ground. These like a squat, short, like greenish figures, clearly goblins, as they're just saying, yes, big food, big chunk of food. And it's like,
Do we understand?
and they're like, just like shouting in color in like bad
Right.
comment.
Right.
Like something that's big. So yeah, you know what chunga means, but
Right.
you understand like they're mixing English with common with
Sure.
goblin.
I believe
Yeah.
we are in
Yeah.
trouble.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Let's
Boy.
go.
You
Initiative.
guys asked for this.
It's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
For context, guys, yesterday Shubham just goes on the chat. He's like, I really want to fight something tomorrow. And Chirag's like, got it.
I
And
got
the
you,
rest of us
fam.
like, fuck. What have you done?
Chirag was like, I got you, fam. I rolled
Yes.
a 15 on that.
Yeah. Just to be clear, in case this isn't obvious, there are 2 goblins and 4 reptilian-looking things, which you can make a roll to see if you know what they are.
Yeah, sure.
will do
What,
that.
what would we roll?
Nature?
This could be nature or arcana.
13.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Ha. So bad.
Most useless natural 20, but go
Seven.
for it, yeah. What are these reptilian creatures? Tell me.
Okay, yeah. With a 13, you recognize, you've heard like these are kobolds. From these like, oh, these are like these are the creatures that aren't seen very much in Shan. For some reason, they're like too creepy. They don't like hanging out in Shan that much. They're like very
Right.
tribal, very. With a natural 20, these are specifically red scaled kobolds. They are very obsessed with fire, which is bad for them because they have light sensitivity. But they are the kind of people who like will stare into fire and they like worship it. They've got this like strange predilection with most kobolds. They'll just like eat whatever they can, but they're obsessed with like burning
Right.
things, eating hot food, and just like with the belief that if we eat enough and we embrace ourselves in the fire enough, we will grow up one day to be dragons. Which with a nat 20 or whatever 20 you got,
Sure.
that's not going to happen. They're
No.
delusional. But it's what they believe.
Right. And that's important.
It's what they believe. So, that is important. Respect their beliefs. So, let's hear initiatives. Who got higher than 20?
I got a 21. Rolled a natural
think I
20
got it.
plus 1.
I got it 20.
Nice. All right. 20. You got a. And what did you get, Peter?
15.
What's your dex
Peter?
modifier, Shibu?
It is plus 3.
You are great because one of them's tied with you. That's why I was asking. All right, cool. Yeah. All of Talvar, you see these guys are popping out. These 4 kobolds are looking down at you from above. So these goblins are like on the side of the bullet, one on each side, and they're like getting out big hand axe. Hand axe that look a bit too big for them to carry. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Bill has got like 2 of his legs strapped, but he's got 4 spans, so he's just like freeing himself.
Cool. Which of them looks like the beefiest? Is there like a pack leader that I can notice over here?
Inside check.
That's a 15, 5, 20, not natural.
Seem like pretty tiny, but like the goblins, they seem to be in charge. They seem like pretty bulky. One of them does have his hair shaved, like with a mohawk in the middle, and like it was on his call that everyone was going. Like we go. Yeah, we go. So you assume he's like the big chunker. So you think he might be in charge.
All right, cool.
He's on the right.
Can I go attack him with my hand axe?
Yeah, are you jumping off the side of the bullet to like hit him?
Yes, I will cast Inflict Wounds
Ooh.
and hit him with it.
Does he need to do a save?
No, I will. It's a melee spell attack.
Excellent. Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Wow.
That definitely hits.
Oh my god. Okay. So max plus roll once.
Correct. That is how we do
Right, so-
crits in this game.
So that is 30 plus.
Yep.
I will roll.
Yep. That thing's gonna be ash.
30 plus 3. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Can you do me a favor? Tell me how you kill it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
sure.
How do you want to do this? I don't want to steal everything.
I'm like, I'm just gonna be like, you don't look like a fucking chip to me, and I will just like smack my hand axe right into its skull.
Yeah.
Just like crack it open if I can.
You have a magical effect as well. So what does the magic look like as
Yes.
you're hitting?
Yeah, so you'll see the anvil on my armor flare, and there's like the flames on my hair like burn brighter for a minute and light up the cavern a little bit. And you can see that like I'm channeling those flames towards my hand axe. Yeah, smack it in the head.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
you
like
smack them in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You smack them in the head. There's like a cave sound. And it's like the thing, like a hammer hitting an anvil as you hit him. He just like completely lights out. This massive impact lands, and like on the other side, the goblins are like, "Everything okay? Yummy?" He hasn't realized yet the guy's dead. He's not. No. You did more than his hit points. He is not dead saving throws. He's dead.
Oh yeah. Wow, okay. That was just like I rolled a 17, so it would have been like 47.
Yep. That guy died like 4 times over.
Jesus. Yeah.
Oh,
I turned to the other goblin like, you want some?
He's on the other side of the bullet, so you're like having to shout over.
Can I use my bonus action to like lift the goblin and show the other goblin what's happened to this one? And try to intimidate them into leaving us alone?
Intimidation check.
Do I get advantage?
What's called? You can try. He can't see you from your angle because the bullet's so big. But the kobolds above can see you. The kobolds above can see you. So if you want to like intimidate them.
17.
Okay.
Good rolls today. But...
All right. Let's see how brave these kobolds are. Da-da-da.
Yeah, I got no
Come on.
modifier. So...
Show your bravery. With your -2. Lovely. Okay. And go. Cool. Okay. Yeah. 2 of these guys who like see you, they see that and they're just like saying, "Oh, I'm late. Oh, I'm late to watching my kids. I'll see you guys later." And like 2 of them just like buck up, just like disappear, and it's like, "You don't even have kids."
But yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Okay, that remains 2 of these guys left, and one goblin is like, wait, is something happening? Yabba! Alright, Madu, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll
Cosmo's not hurt. Like he was like safely in his like carriage, which was like further back, so he wasn't hit by any of the avalanche.
amazing. I'm gonna let him be in the carriage for now because this is not a place for him to maneuver. I'm gonna just since I'm on top, can I lean over and see the other goblin on the side?
Oh, easily.
Great. I take a not my crossbow, my longbow, and kapow.
Right in the kisser.
Ooh, nice. A 25 to hit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, that is. Yeah.
Turns out it's a patient defense rogue shadow monk.
Don't say that. 6 points of the damage. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You come down. He like sees you like, oh, why that peep? I was like, oh, this one's still alive. And you just like hit him like straight in the eye, and he's like, my eye, and he's like scrambling about. He's still barely alive, but oh my god, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, you better run.
That's
I don't have any other.
He's like screaming as he's like going in his eye. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm good. I'll just keep my arrow locked and point towards the kobolds which are left in this field. I'll challengingly look at them.
Cool. 2 kobolds which are basically about 15 feet above you, just looking down at you in these holes, and then on the ground to your right, you see Talvar just like standing over a completely heads caved in goblin, and then you see a goblin on the other side which has got an arrow in its eye and looks on its last legs.
Is it? Sorry, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. Okay, yeah. So just a question for the DM: has Pewter encountered? Because I know what these creatures are, kobolds and goblins, but has he encountered them during the war, or does he just know about them as a academic thing?
You look at these kobolds and you like stare at them and just like they look exactly like those reptilian things you saw in your vision.
Right.
But like saying the guy was saying like, "We'll never die." I think that takes you back.
Right. I will. Okay, so I will use. I'll just speak to them, and as an intimidation tactic, you've already seen what my friend can do. I can do worse. Please leave.
Sure. Give an intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh, nice. Intimidation with advantage. Okay, the first one was 6.
I thought you wanted to fight. The heck is this? What is this?
14.
Okay, that's good. That's good. See if any of them will go. Da-da-da. Yeah, they look at you and they just look like, that's a funny one. Oh, that is a funny one. Hey, why don't we tell that joke? Oh, we the one about the burning orphanage. Oh, that's a killer. And it's like laughing at you.
All right. I will go ahead and it's like, very well, you have chosen death, and I'm gonna punch him first. The one of them. The one who's like, that's a funny one.
Nice.
You gotta like jump up and like they are like 15 feet in the air, so you gotta give me an acrobatic or athletics check to reach them.
I will see if I can jump off Medu, but if not, either way, I'll do an athletics. Hold on. Acrobatics is fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because that's an
We have a
18.
counter on the screen. Ooh, nice.
Hold on. Speaking of which, I do
What'd
have
you
some 18. Okay,
that hits. I mean, that'll get you up there.
All right.
Now, you
cool.
want to make your attack?
Yes, I would like to make my attack. And I'm going to go with a straightforward unarmed strike, which is going to be a 13.
13 on these mighty kobolds hits.
Hey, nice.
All right. So that is 6 points of damage. And then as I land that hit,
sure. Just as you're doing that, what is it, like a roundhouse kick? You like jump up, flip around.
So I basically want to jump up and kind of like do a chop on the thing on him, and see if that lands.
Cool. You hear the next snap.
Oh, and then because can I still use a key point on and attack the other one with a flurry of
Yes.
blows? Okay, so I'm going to use a key
Yeah,
point.
that's cool monk shit.
And just turn around and then just go. I don't know if anyone's seen Ip Man here, but basically just go pa 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 on the guy next to him and call it a day. So let's see if that hits.
Is it Ip Man or IP Man?
Ip Man. It's
Ip Man.
it's
I
his
always
name.
like that. I like that movie. I saw the first one.
It's a 16 to hit, so I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yes.
Okay, so flurry of blows, 2 unarmed strikes. So do I have to roll to hit both of them?
You have to roll to see if both of them hit.
All right.
They're 2 separate attacks.
Okay, so I rolled 2.
So one is hit.
One is hit.
You can choose. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Roll again. I mean, you've already spent the key point.
Yeah, so I spent the key point. I managed to hit once with the 16. The second time I rolled the 9. I don't think that hits.
9 doesn't hit.
Okay,
So roll
the
damage.
So the damage on the first attack is a 6 points of damage as I just go boop, boop on him.
Yeah. So you just like go flurry of blows. Like his face is battered and blued, and as you fall down, land in a pose. These 2 guys are just like hanging down the holes. They just like fall down after you, collapse in a heap by your sides.
Got it.
They are like, but it's like, do you want to? But I could like, I only make death saving throws if they are like, if they don't
Violently
go
killed.
over double, and
Right.
and violently killed is Talvar's middle name. So
No, in
Alright,
my case,
so,
I will
that
just
is
land,
your-
and if they're unconscious, I'm going to let them be.
yeah, okay. Next up is kobolds. Yeah, they're not an issue. And then finally, this goblin who's like got his eye. Like, yeah, but I can't hear you. But I assume you're saying it's okay to do it. Yeah, I assume it's okay for me to run.
Yes,
Okay, I think that's a yes. And then he turns and runs.
you should run.
Yeah, but your voice is different. He like jumps down it. He like goes back into his hole and starts digging and like getting out of his way.
Nice.
And with these, you're left behind with these 2 unconscious kobolds. Noku's just like, can somebody help? And he's like kind of
I
stuck.
got you, buddy, and I'm gonna start digging him out of.
As you're like digging him out, you see you're out of combat this one. Bill is just like he's got himself free. He looks over, it's like, Bull, baby. Oh no, are you okay? Oh, Bill, Bull. And she's like, there were explosives on either side. There's like she's now like trapped underneath, and she's like moaning. Oh, Bull, talk to me.
Is she conscious?
Anyone who wants to? Oh yeah, she's moaning conscious.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's like, there was like the front of your tunnel is kind of like trapped a bit,
Yeah.
so like she can't move. You could like dig above, but it's gonna take like time for her to free herself. That's gonna take a little, and she's like hurt a bit.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to can just like do a medicine check to see how she is.
I'll
She is
do that.
conscious. She's making noise.
I'll do that too.
I'll do one.
Oh, yeah.
Medicine is
rolled a 10.
15 total.
11.
Cool.
It's 5.
Cool. Anyone got higher than 15? All right. Cool. You're looking. Those below 15. She's like conscious that she's injured, but she's not like too bad. But she is like making noises. 15. You're looking on the other end, and it's like water be coming out, and then you're just like, this is like happening now.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be happening right now. This could be happening.
Great.
And I'm just like at that end wondering like, this could be happening. She might be about to. She might be soon be giving birth.
I'm like, guys.
The bones start rattling. The big bones start rattling. As you can see down the tunnel, way down ahead, you can see something like, as you see, 8 feet tall, made completely of bones, holding this axe that seems to be carved out of the teeth, something very big attached to like another piece of bone. This roaring minotaur sees you, gets down on all fours, looks at you with eyes glowing with black opals, and begins to charge. And it'll reach next week.
No!
Oh, God. Wait, if it's moving that slowly that it will take next week, can I do another attack? Clearly, it has terrible initiative.
All right then. So, hope you guys all had fun.
We did.
And then, as we have guys have had a wonderful introduction to Droam. That staying back in Sean took a little longer than I expected, but it happens.
Existential crisis tends to do that.
True,
It
true.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just too real, man. Too real. All right. Hope you all had fun, and I hope to see all of you guys next week.
Yes.
As we said before, if you want to see Cast Friendship with episode 4, the link will be in the description at some later on. And yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on all the social medias. We are somewhat funny. We all have interesting things.
We are
interesting things to say.
hilarious.
I just have memes. I'm not great. I'm not too proud to admit that.
I will tell you
stay
the
tuned.
joke about the burning orphanage. Finally.
No, he will
And
not.